coming. Thank you. His kingdom extends to all ends of the earth. Not one soul hasn't trembled at the mere rumble of his voice. His sheer strength could tear you limb from limb. One doth not dare to taunt his power or his direction in ruling over his kingdom. He hath many names, wise, noble, courageous, and as often that symbol. The mighty, the courageous, the king of the jungle could also be referred to as one of the most laziest animals. For the real courage is found in the humble Lioness. For she goes out and hunts and provides for the family while the king of the jungle stays home himself. If it wasn't for the Lioness, the family would probably starve and be nothing. Likewise, each of us in our own lives have our own special Lioness that we call and care for, that we may use this person to come together and to provide for us. In my life, the Lioness is my mother. She was born to David and Rosalie Smith on February 19th, 1964. She's the oldest of 3 siblings and spent most of her childhood on the family orchard, learning at a young age of what hard work really is. And this learning at a young age what hard work really was helped her much throughout her life, especially in her studies. She went on to A&M where she was a senior, and later in that was a senior at A&M when she came across what would become her king of the jungle. And as they decided to get married, she became very concerned or worried about her studies and how she would prepare to have a family. So they came to the conclusion that it would be far better for her and the family if she would just put her studies on pause and focus more on the family. And this selfless act that she took affected not only my life but all my other siblings. For my mother, she would work countless morning shifts so that she could not only provide for the family but later in the day teach us the things that she thought was most important to our well-being and our success. After she had 7 beautiful kids, and I being one of them, she furthered her education as they slowly began to leave the nest. And not only got 1 degree, but 2 degrees after she decided that the first one wasn't quite what she wanted. She's always been one of the most valuable and probably the one of the most not overlooked but not enough spotlight time per se persons in my life personally. And she has always been there to show me what true hard work means, what it means for sacrifice to happen. I probably wouldn't have gone on to serve my little mission in Mexico for 2 years away from my family and friends if it wasn't for that constant reminder that she gave us for all her dedication and hard work. And so that being said, she can always be counted as one of the most important key figures in my life and in my family's. It wasn't easy for my mother, but she always showed us that failure wasn't an option. Raising a family wasn't easy for her, but she always showed us that it was well worth it. Some would probably taunt or say that putting off education wasn't one of the smartest decisions, but it definitely has blessed my life personally. And I know that as the lioness teaches her cubs the importance of hard work and providing for the family, so does my mother. teach all of us personally what it means to go out and provide for the family, while the king of the jungle can do so much. And for that reason, I dedicate this to my mother for all her hard work.